guys, Rick Shaw here, and oh, there's my little handsome buddy, Rick Shaw. He got a nice haircut. We all got cleaned up today, the boys. That was good. Mama got the karaoke thing, this thing right here, going with the remote, and she had it hooked up to her phone, and then today I finally got it hooked up to mine. It was a real deal getting it going, but I got it hooked up to mine. Okay, good. So, you know, I was able to put on some music through my phone, and the YouTube music. I had some Marshall Tucker, Fleetwood Mac, Hart, Vince Gill, Dean Martin, Artie Shaw, Alison Krauss, Silver Fox, Grandpa Jones, Steely Dan, CSN. I was jamming. I was jamming. That's the first time since Tropical Tim was here when he put on his music, and we got our music going, jamming today. I don't really listen to it loud like my wife does. I just kind of like to have it in the background, but it's all songs music I like. So we were pretty happy. And then today I made I made a big old pot of spaghetti for everybody. It was really fantastic. I did a little bit different today. I put some ground chicken in it, ground beef. I can't get hot Italian sausage, so I got to spice it up myself. And this time I went ahead and I spiced it up really good with crushed red peppers, and it just came out fantastic. A lot of oregano. I put in a whole bag of oregano that we buy here. Of course, a lot of vinegar. You know, I don't do the sweet spaghetti at all. It's very vinegary. It was absolutely fantastic. Everybody here just sucked it up. We gave some to Tatai in the back there from the shack. He sucked it up. I mean, it just disappeared. He didn't even go home. He just finished it up. And then we got Dorothy's with her little buddy, and her little buddy never would eat spaghetti, and then when I make spaghetti, she eats it. So that's cool. We got them some spaghetti to take home. I made a good pile of it, and that's what's left for us. They already divvied it up into containers for everybody. So we're pretty happy about that. We didn't do too much today. I hung a couple things. You know, I got some of our cast iron hung up because I don't like sticking stuff in the cupboard. You know, cast iron in the cupboard. I got some of the stuff in the cupboards moved around. I spread the cans out so there isn't a bunch of weight all in one cupboard. I don't want anything falling down. We did have an earthquake here. It was a very mild one. And no real aftershocks as of yet anyway. So, you know, that's the way that's going to go. But we just been having it's been a pretty cool day. We've got this serious breeze coming through here. It's just absolutely fantastic. And when I'm done making this video, I'm going to jam on some more tunes. I can't play them now because I'll get probably copyrighted with all this bull crap that YouTube does. I had some stuff on my Facebook. They gave me a couple warnings on that. Go figure. You know, on stuff that I do. I don't understand why questioning something warrants a warning from these people. It's called free speech. These ultra liberals for years been jamming crazy shit down our throats for a long time. And we never said nothing. Now we start questioning things, and they're shutting us down and all this stuff. So that's really crazy. YouTube's screwing with my numbers. They've been doing that now for a while. They've been unsubscribing people on me. They won't really put my numbers up, but they can't fool us though, because when I look on here and it says, oh, in the last 7 days you've had 164 subscribers join. That's in that analytics, and then you turn around and I've lost 3. I went from 159 to 156. You know, 3,156. Well, come on, guys. Dang, this is just getting a little too stupid. It should have a lot more than that, and they should see that. They came back with me on this stupid, you know, yeah, okay, we can finally monetize you. Well, you know what? Screw you guys. I don't want to show any commercials to anybody. I just don't want to do that. If somebody wants to get on here and advertise through me and calls me up, gets on my thing and says, hey, why don't you advertise me here in the Philippines, I'll do that. for something, and then you can pay me, and I'll do it that way. And I'll talk to you about it. It won't be some stupid commercial that pops up, and if it sounds good to me, I'll do it. If it don't sound like a good deal, I won't do it. End of story. Because there's a lot of really silly stuff here that they try to sell you. I get commercials when I'm watching stuff. Somebody said, oh, use the Brave browser and there won't be any commercials. Maybe that's the way it is in the U.S., but guess what? All these channels that I like to watch, Mark Dice, there's just a whole bunch of them I like to watch. There's commercials on all of them. I can't, and I got the Brave browser. I don't have any other browser. All the rest of that stuff's gone. I'm now the Google stuff. I don't really use it. A lot of the emails and all that stuff. I just don't use that stuff too often. My email on here, the rickshawphilippines@aol.com. It's really hard to look at everything because for some reason every comment that goes on YouTube goes to there, and I don't know how to shut that off. So when somebody sends me an email, there's thousands. I'm not kidding you. There's thousands of these things I got to sift through every day. And I just get to the point where I get through about 50 or 60 of them, and I just delete the whole pile. And it'll say, oh, deleted 456. And this is every day. There's just getting to be so many. So my numbers, believe me, guys, my numbers are way higher than what they're showing, 3,000 something. That's the biggest pile of crap I ever heard, because it's way higher than that with all the comments I get. I get more comments per month than subscribers? No. People aren't commenting 10 times. It's just wrong. So that's just a little bit crazy. But we are it's a nice evening. I'm just going to show you out the door. My sweetie's out there. She's going to clean the pool for the kids so we can fill it up again. And we're just having a real nice day. Hopefully pretty soon we get a check cleared. I can get a motorcycle soon. I got all the helmets hung up there. We're getting the house set up real nice. We want to go down and get that couch pretty soon and get our table and stuff. It's just waiting for a check. Everybody says, oh, just do it, transfer this and do that and the other. Well, believe me, I've been through all this stuff to try to get this money transferred. The bank, the reservation bank that I have, does not do anything. The only way they'll send me money is if I call them, they'll send a check. They do nothing over the internet. They do no SWIFT transfers. TransferWise can't touch them. Nobody can touch them. They do not have a computer in that bank. Everything's the old adding machine. It's all from like the 1920s, and that's the way they do it. And that's okay with me. It's a very secure bank. They loan money out just to the people on the reservation, and they make a good return. I actually get a really nice return on my savings accounts that I have there. And I've had a savings account there all the way since 1975. And one of my uncles opened up an account for me, and he just kept stoking money in there. I never knew about it. He kept stoking money in there. And then before he passed away, he knew he was in big trouble. He transferred a bunch of money. And then when my aunt, when he passed away, my aunt told me about it, and I went down there and I couldn't believe it. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. That should be for you. You're his wife. And she said, no, he gave it to you. So I didn't touch it. I just figured in case if she ever needed money for any reason, that she could take it out of there, because it was it was like a joint account for us guys through the reservation bank, and they all know her, know him. And then when she passed away, she had left me a whole pile. She left everything she had also. So that was a big amount of money. The only problem is getting it transferred here. It's just the biggest royal pain because I have to wait for a check, and then these banks here, they don't like checks from a Canadian bank. It's just really stupid, and then they try to say it's Canadian money, and it's not. It's in it's a Canadian U.S. dollar account, but every time I transfer here, I have it done through dollars. I could have it done through Canadian, but I have it done through dollars. And it's always just a big piss and moan with these people here in these banks. So, that's just one of the things we have to deal with here. I want to get it all done at one shot, I would love to get it all here, and then I could go buy a whole bunch of lots here, and I could go build 3 or 4 houses in a quick, fast, and a hurry. But I just can't get it in here. They think it's dope money and all this stuff, and you know, it's just a big headache. So that's the way she goes right now. So I just keep transferring every couple months. I just transfer $10,000 at a time, and the problem is with these banks here, they can take anywhere from 60 days to 6 months before they'll put the money in the account that I have here. It's just ludicrous what they do. I wanted to get my sister to transfer it to her so she could send it to me and you know, put it in the account there, and I could transfer wise and all that stuff. But you know, her health isn't the tops in the world, and she didn't want to do it. And it's just a big headache. And there's not too many people I would trust with that huge amount of money to get it transferred here. So this is what we deal with. You know, we're hanging in there. We're going to get her done. You know, slowly but surely. We'll get it transferred in. I want to get, you know, hopefully this next one will clear so we can finish the house here, and then I'm going to just every chance I get transfer more in and just bank it. You know, just keep banking it, and then buy some lots and do stuff to get these kids, you know, set up really good. I want to have money in their accounts for, you know, so they can buy a car when they get older, motorcycle, whatever they want, and have a nice house. And then when they get married, you know, that belongs to them, you know, and hopefully they marry well. I think they're going to be better off marrying here than they would in the States. Who knows? Maybe they'll want to go there and work. You know, go to the States. They can, because they have 2 passports. One nice thing about these babies is, you know, it's hard to be dual here. You know, to be an American citizen, you've got to give up your Filipino, and then when you come back here, you got to give up your American to become a Filipino. But what happened when these kids was born? They're born to an American father, born here in this country to a Filipino mother. So they're Filipinos by birth, but we got them an American citizenship, and they didn't have to denounce anything. They didn't denounce anything. They never gave up their Filipino citizenship, so they can have both passports. And when we go to renew their American passports, we're going to apply for the Filipino ones also. And that way, they are the true dual citizens, I believe. If anybody out there knows any difference, if Grandpa Vlog or any of you guys know anything different, let me know. But I truly believe they're the only true dual citizens that can be. So you know, that's what I'm hoping for them. Now, in order for their children to be American citizens, they would have to go to the United States and stay there 5 years for their children to be automatically naturalized and get all their paperwork they got to get, like I got for them. But if they don't go, well, then their kids can never be American citizens. They'll just be Filipinos unless they go there and go through green card stuff and all that. We've checked into this quite a bit. So hopefully it all works out. You know, the kids, they are my life. My boys, they were so cool sitting in the barbershop. My wife took some pictures. I didn't bring the camera. And, you know, they just sat so still for the dude to cut the hair. I got my ears lowered too. I guess my wife was really hounding me for it. So I thought, okay, I have to be sweet back to her, because she's so damn sweet to me. And she didn't like it. She didn't like the beard. She didn't like the hair. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let her have what she wants, because she's so sweet to me. And you know, I've had this now for about 3 months or more. This terrible back problem. It's just the worst in the world. And what do I get from her? I get these wonderful back rubs and rubbing my legs and all this stuff. And you know, I don't even ask her. She just does it. So she knows. She sees that I'm in trouble. I don't really complain too much, but she sees me hobbling around. It's really getting. It's not the worst it's been in my lifetime, but I can see that it's on a downhill run. You know, it's just not letting up. it hits me, and it just, even when it does let up a little bit, it's just never gone. It's always there. It's hitting me in my glutes, my legs, my feet go numb all the time. Sometimes in the morning, I honestly, guys, I can't stand up because my legs are numb and there's nothing there. They don't want to react. It's like when, did you ever fall asleep on your arms like this, and then when you wake up, they're just dead? They're just like limp noodles. You can't feel them, nothing. That's what happens to my legs, like on a regular basis, and it really starting to suck. I hope it gets to where I'm not in a wheelchair or anything like that. But if it happens that way, I'm going to get a big upper body because I ain't going to stop. I'm going to be buzzing out with these kids and going wherever I can go. We just talked to our neighbor over here. We were talking about his house and the problems he had, and then I was telling him he has this nice miniature dachshund that he calls it, about 10 years old, real nice, just a sweet little pup, little male. And then he came back and said he's got a friend that has Jack Russell Terriers. And I'll be honest with you, I had one. I had a Jack Russell Terrier, and just the finest dog. He went wherever I went. Hey, say hello there. YouTube. Say hello. Yep, I'm good. Why? Asking me if I'm okay, the guy out there. Yeah, I'm fine. But yeah, hopefully maybe we can get a Jack Russell pup. That would be really cool. There's my handsome Maddie. Come, let's show us your haircut and then tell Rickshaw out. That's my handsome boy. Love you, baby. Okay, you know what? I'm going to let you guys go. Don't forget to pray for each other, and attaboy.